Taking a break from coding the big app, taking a look at the frozen waters of the Portage Inlet at my lunch break, and a sneak preview at one of the screens for the big app, which I'm not going to home in on because it's top secret. You can see a very simple looking circuit protected by the vegan wristband and a functioning lamp, a Himalayan rock salt lamp. And if you look carefully, you will see there's no power source, there's no batteries there. There's no wires that are connected to this. You'll see two wires coming up that simply sit disconnected. That's just to keep it in place, and there's one that goes all the way up to there, and it just sits underneath that just to keep it safe. And that's a digital voltmeter, currently registering millivolts, sitting at 88 millivolts, and it's all kept in place by my piece of petrified wood that I found in my backyard of one of my homes years back. And you can actually, it's hard as a rock. Well, it's rock, but that's a tree from one time millions of years ago. Anyway, back to the point. No batteries. As Tesla said, that we can draw electricity from the air. This circuit is doing that, currently drawing 86, 87 millivolts with no source of power. The lamp is lit via a USB plug, and what I'm going to show you is going to allow everybody who owns one of these little babies to maybe just pull it off the shelf and get it closer to wherever they're working or sleeping, because the energy that's emanating from this rock salt lamp is being registered by this circuit which Tesla helped us create. And I'll show you the proof of that. We're sitting at 87 millivolts with no power source other than from the nature around us. And I'm going to unplug this USB connector. And if you watch the voltmeter, it's pretty clear that without my hands doing anything other than unplugging that rock salt lamp, the energy from the lamp is no longer being registered by the antenna, and thus it's not being converted into electricity and power, and it's not registering on the multimeter. And if this holds true to form, it'll drop down to about 14 millivolts. Although I may not sit here too long and let that just run, but it's a little bit less if I only have the one antenna, but I added this coiled antenna just to see what kind of effects it might have, and it tends to help, but not as much as one might think. I'm still experimenting thanks to a good vegan friend who's been throwing some tidbits of advice at me, but it tends to go to about 14. And even if I stop at 16, well, it's close enough. I just moved the apparatus around and it's sitting in a slightly different position than it was during my last the tests from the last few days. So 16 is now its baseline, which is cool. So you can see now nothing else is changing except for I am going to plug this bad boy back in. And you can see the energy is now emanating from the salt lamp, being registered across the antennas, and is being converted to electricity, essentially wirelessly. How cool is that? And this will rise up to roughly the same number as when we stopped or started, 89 or 90 thereabouts. So if I back off and let it do its work, and there's a reason for that, I'm going to put this on pause. Actually, no, we'll just wait a little bit. just for fun. I'm not sure if you can. As soon as I see it level out, didn't mean to use Canadian vernacular, out. See it level out. And my background music is compliments of Apple TV. So it's going to hit about 89 as it was before. And it probably will peak at that. And I'll show you something interesting, which I haven't tried since I've moved the apparatus back a little bit. But there, it's hit its 89. Give it a moment to see if it goes to 90, which it probably won't. Now, I'm about 3 feet away. I am going to go. Oh, it just touched 90. Okay, I'm going to go stand up close to it. I now have my hands within 6 inches of the lamp. And look what's happening. See, my hand is near the lamp. Actually, let me just zoom this out. My hand is around the lamp. And take a look at what's happening with the multimeter. My body is absorbing the energy coming off of the rock lamp. There's just no other way to explain that. Watch what happens when I pull back. It's still going down. It's going down at a slower rate than before. And if I pull my hand back, the energy increases. There's no trickery here. There's absolutely nothing going on other than exactly what I say. And that'll go back up to 89, given time. And I'm too close. It'll probably not go to 89 because I'm only a foot away. But if I put my hand back out, you'll see it's going to go back down. Now, if that doesn't give you a reason, first, to maybe want to rediscover who Nikola Tesla was, and secondly, get a rock salt lamp and have it close to where you're working because it emits significant energy, which your body clearly absorbs. And then pull the hand away. It's going to start going back up. I have to back off a little bit. If this doesn't show you a little bit of proof of both of those claims, well, then you just don't believe me. So this has been 8 minutes. I hope I haven't bored you. This is Drew from Earthane Apps and the Vegan Unity wristband. And I hope you have a great day, and I hope you've enjoyed this brief look at some of Nikola Tesla's genius.